Okay, good morning colleagues. Once again we have numerous celebrations to go through today, and I'd like to start first of all by congratulating two individual students. As you're aware, our sixth form at South Dartmoor is absolutely going from strength to strength, meeting all the individual student needs, and one particular recent development has been our RISE programme, which has been led by Alan. Now, the key focus of that RISE programme was to support a selected number of students in terms of access into Russell Group universities, etc., to ensure that they are getting the best possible chances of getting into those high-quality Russell Group establishments. Now, one of those also includes Oxbridge applications. And just to put a bit of context into sort of the difficulty in getting into Oxford and Cambridge, the contextual sort of picture is that typical offers to Oxbridge are usually A star and 2 A's, and frequently students are required to get 3 A stars. Also, Oxbridge recruits students with academic records, which places those students in the top 3% nationally. And also another statistic I had was that Cambridge has a total of 16,000 applications annually for a total of 3,400 places. So there is an immense amount of competition within those. Now, I'm also pleased to announce that we've actually got two students who've successfully gained offers from both Oxford and Cambridge. First of all, Rosa. Hello, Rosa. She has now an unconditional offer from University of Cambridge, Downing College, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. The fact that it is an unconditional offer. Another student, Stan. We were at a leadership team meeting and we knew that Stan was going to have the envelope being delivered at home, and we did sort of discuss at length whether we should then be contacting Stan at home. Stan was a bit too cool because he didn't allow his father to open up the envelope either, and we thought we want to ring. We didn't, but Stan has successfully also received an offer from Oxford University. A conditional offer of 3 A's. Now, if you think of the context that I was saying before about the majority of the time you're looking at A stars, knowing Stan as I do as well, the fact of 3 A's for him would be an absolute breeze. So Stan has been given a conditional, no pressure by the way, has been given a conditional offer of 3 A's at Hertford College, University of Oxford. Congratulations, Stan. And I'm also pleased to say that both of them are going to be studying English literature starting from September. Now, in order to give you a little bit of a head start, we have a bit of a gift from the college. First of all, to Rosa, we've got a college scarf for you.
Oh, wrong one. I think that stands.
Oh, sorry, that's gone in the wrong. Just checking. Now, that is the biggest faux pas you can make, isn't it? There we go.
On camera.
It is. 250 quid coming my way. No. So congratulations indeed. Very, very well. Congratulations. Okay. And likewise, Stan, very congratulations. Very, very well done. Okay. So I think you'll join me in an amazing achievement, but those sort of achievements also come with hard work of staff. And the amount of work that Alan has also put into this programme, I know Rosa has sort of said that Alan has been an absolute linchpin in terms of her successful application. And Alan, what I'd also like to do on behalf of the college as a thank you is if you can join us please, we have a little something for you as well. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. And for those of you who know my wife, who used to work here as head of English, when I said to her that we've got two students who are studying English literature at Oxford and Cambridge, she was the most envious individual last night, because both of you have got such an exciting future ahead of you, and I'm sure you'll make the most of everything. Okay, congratulations. Okay, moving on, in terms of our sporting successes as well. We've recently, our sort of London 2012 legacy continues, and South Dartmoor recently took 6 Year 10 students to something called the Get Set to Make a Change Roadshow in Exeter. The purpose of this was to inspire the community to be involved in physical activity, and they took part in lots of workshops where they could get ideas to be working with their local community in enhancing physical activity. And it's also giving them that confidence to go back to their communities, so we don't forget about what happened in that fantastic London 2012 Olympics. I know Tom was also, is Tom with us today? Tom Hayes? He was also going to be working with these individuals. Oh, sorry, Tom. Should I say I didn't see you there? It's probably not a good one, no. He's going to be working with a number of these students, and the comment that Tom had made, that the students had a great day and have been a huge credit to themselves and the school, and he's very much looking forward to working with them over the year in various projects. The individuals, and I'd like you to stand up and take your round of applause, please, are Joe, Tom, Laura, Bev, Kira and Adam. If you can stand up and take a round of applause, please. And once again, you've got a fantastic opportunity to make a real difference in your local communities, so well done. Also, we've recently had the Southwest Trampoline Competition. And any of you who sort of follow sort of British gymnastics, etc., you'll realise that British gymnastics is absolutely going from strength to strength. And competitions such as these are of very, very high calibre. And we had a total of 5 students who entered for the trampolining competition. We had Natalie in the under-19 elite competition, who came 7th out of 22. We had Caitlin in the under-15s elite, who came 13th out of 25th. We had Kira in the novice under-15s competition, who came 22nd out of 31. And also Beverly in the novice under-15, who came 26th out of 31. And again, to put into this context, both Kira and Beverly, it was their first major competition. And when you go along to those sort of things, it can be sort of quite daunting in terms of entering those, but they have done a real credit to themselves. Unfortunately, Kirsty Harrigan was unable to take part because of injury, but really, and again, looking at this sort of succession and moving on from performer to other roles in the sport, we also had Emily, who is a national standard performer and was invited to be a judge also this year, so a great achievement. We also had James. James actually became first in the competition, and as a result he now qualifies for the whole of the South of England Championship. So I think for those individuals, if you can stand up and also take a round of applause, please. Very well done. And when we talk about going from strength to strength, hockey naturally continues as a real key sport for both South Dartmoor and also the Ashmore. And recently we had the National Indoor Hockey Finals, or not the hockey finals, but it was a competition to decide which clubs would represent in the National Hockey Finals. We had the girls under 18 Ashmore. They entered a team for the first time this year. They had a tough round robin against some of the very best teams in the Southwest, including, and I know a colleague of mine who plays for Clifton, and those of you who know about hockey, a very, very high standard. Now, the girls team actually drew against Clifton in a very tight match, which is, in itself is a fantastic achievement. And they had a narrow defeat in their second match. It did mean that in their final match, they had to then win by 3 goals in order to then go through to the national finals. And I'm pleased to say that Darcy made it 4-0 by half-time, and then Emily also then had an excellent game in goal. We did finish the competition 6-2 to Ashmore, which now means that the Ashmore are going to be representing in the National Indoor Finals as well. And those individuals who represented Ashmore are Emily, Darcy, Jess, Sophie and Chloe. Can we have a round of applause for those individuals? Please stand up, please. Very well done. Congratulations. We also had the under-18 boys tournament as well. An Ashmore team, and out of the squad of 9 players, 8 of those students were from South Dartmoor. and many of those were semi-finalists when they previously played in the whole of the England competition last season. They came through a tough 4 games but had a 100% winning record, and they would beat the teams such as Plymouth Marjons, they beat 5-2, Team Bath 3-0, Taunton Vale 6-3 and Isker 2-1. So again, once again, they will then be representing in the national finals as well. And those individuals who are in the team were Cullen, Liam, Ollie, Fabian, Jamie and Will. Can you stand up and take a round of applause, please? Well done. I'd also like to invite Ralph Wickenden with a few messages as well. So if I could just, do you want to just touch that?
It's always new. Okay, it's really great to be up here because it's the first one I've done this here. Our Percussion Academy goes from strength to strength, and once again we have a number of students that are doing amazing things in percussion with Colin Bellworthy's leadership. I'm delighted to be able to hand out some certificates for the latest set of grade results for which they worked really, really hard. I'm also going to include in there Will, who's also managed to pass his grade 5 theory, which is obviously a major thing for all musicians to have going on to universities and things. So first of all, Will, thank you. Callum, Ian, Nick, stand up. Owen, Colin, and also Theo and Kate, who have vanished on us. I've also been asked on behalf of all the leadership team to start trialling an award for staff and involving the learning environment. It's obviously a very difficult thing to just pick out 1 or 2 people each week, but hopefully over the course of the year we'll be rewarding lots and lots of you for things that you're doing in the learning environment, in your rooms, displays, specific things. I'd love to have people nominating spaces that you think are going wow, or things that you see that are going on. We've started because of Inspiring English Week with English as a focus this week, but we will be looking at lots of other places. And along with Emma, we've decided to give awards to the staff that are looking after English rooms 1, 2, 8, 7 and 4. Okay, but if we could collectively give English a massive round of applause because they've done amazing. Emma to come and collect the bottles of wine for that and then disseminate amongst the whole team, I think, but obviously it would be wonderful to have all rooms across the college looking great. Probably talk loud enough anyway.
Okay, and just before we go, we did hope to have another announcement today, but unfortunately we can't release that announcement yet. But hopefully we will be able to do that next week. And do you want to come up there, Mel? Mel also has...
Very quickly.
Carry on.
Okay. We've always had an annual award in dance, but we felt that we wanted to bring things kind of to a termly celebration. And so in the department we have had a long discussion about students that we would give an award to, so much so that we felt that we're so spoilt for choice really with the students that we have and the high calibre of dance here at South Dartmoor that we felt we needed to award 2 awards, one for Key Stage 3 and one for Key Stage 4. And both of the students that we awarded these to have shown an outstanding commitment to dance, not only in their curriculum lessons but also in extracurricular as well. Those 2 students are Olivia Bales for Key Stage 3 and Eliza Piedo. So if you'd just like to take it.
Okay, everybody. So again, fantastic range of achievements. Again, we can only do this by all of us working together, the students working with us, and the amount of hard work that the staff are putting into as well. You know, these are the rewards that we then subsequently have. So on behalf of the college, thank you for everybody for their hard work, and have a fantastic weekend. Thank you.